Okay, the Apeks Black Ice BCD. Best BCD I ever owned. Ain't getting paid no money for doing this, nothing. A lot of good features. Lots of bells and whistles. It is expensive. This one I found online for 700 bucks. But tell you what, if you got the money, it's well worth it. Best thing about this is a size large. Here you see, I have it expanded all the way out for fat guy size. Now, you have a growing kid, whatever, you in your retirement years, putting a little bit more on, you need to expand it out, buy smaller, work your way out. That's an awesome feature. Not a lot of BCDs have that. These are all stainless steel. The one problem I actually had with this BCD, now this one is loose on purpose. These are the two that are actually holding. Was, if you can see in here, I had one that popped off. The nut and the bolt there. So I think it was a 3/16 size. I just went to the hardware store and got a 3/16 nut and bolt to fit on there, a locking nut. And obviously the nut I got was not stainless as the screw there was. So that's the only thing I ever had to go wrong with this. That's my one, but whatever. That could be periodic maintenance, going by and checking them, tightening them up. And that was probably on me. Other good features about this BCD, while we're on this side, this expandable pocket. Anything fits in there. Not anything, but you have a surface signaling device, fits in there awesomely. A bigger one like that. You're an instructor like me, dive master, your dive slates fit in there beautifully. I ruined a dive suit by shoving them down, months and months shoving them down the front of my wetsuit for easy access. But this pocket, very good feature. Again, it's folds right up like that. Oh, also, so you have the knife here. It has two grommets here to hook your knife up to. I, you know, in a trailer park fashion, just zip tied them on like so. But I think the knife even came with the little bolts to put on. I don't know what the heck happened to them, but yeah. So that's a nice feature too. It's right there. It's handy, right there where you can reach. I owned this BCD for, oh, I don't know how many months, 5-6 months before I ever knew that it had this feature. It has these trim weights built in, and you can cram a 5-pounder in there. Why you would want to, I don't know. They're on both sides, but yeah, little trim weight pockets, Velcro and normal pinch type fastener. So I never even knew it. I'm a standard weight belt guy. I always use a weight belt, but again, it's got a lot of awesome features. It has 52 pounds of lift capacity with this huge bladder that sits very comfortably on my back anyway. It has 42 pounds of weights that they say you can add, up to 42 pounds. 10 of that being the trim weights that you can't release, so you got 32 pounds of removable weight. Still sticking with the weights. One thing I don't care for is these weight pockets here, these removable for your weight integration. You know, yeah, you could fill them up. It has these nice little features where you can, you know, hold in the handles, and you can cram a 5-pounder in there. You can put hard weights in there, whatever you want. I have a difficult time, and the few times that I was in the water with, you know, going with weight integration, not a weight belt, was, of course, it does easy here and clicks in, and I've never had them fall out. It's just getting them back in. It's just not the best system. You know, it just doesn't line up as easily as some other BCDs, but not a big issue. So, got that. Okay, has this nice pad here that pulls away all Velcro. Dries easier when you're caring for your gear, rinsing it off. Okay, your inflator, deflator, no bells and whistles there, but just standard run-of-the-mill stuff. It also has the pull as a release as well. You have your dump valve over here. One good thing, if you're an instructor like me and you have students, a great feature for this is, instead of, you know, when you have it doing a CISA or something like that where you're teaching a student, instead of, you know, touching them a lot, you know, getting between them and their body, especially if it's a female, I like that it has this strap here in between, you know, their wetsuit and the BCD shoulder harness here. So I really like that feature as well. That's reflective. I think the whistle may or may not have been included. Again, you have these D-rings, these pre-bent D-rings. I like that for having gear on, as you can see, as it you know, lays down there, bends out a little bit for easy gear access, removal, putting on things like hose retainers, you know, keep your console on, a retractable thing. The chest strap, very good feature here, because you can move it up or down a spot here, as you see. Again, for female body contours, it's supposed to be a pretty good one for that. It has this push type buckle release system. I personally like the pinch type better, but that one works fine. You have this, what they call their Rapture system. Very, very good. It fits well, and I swear, I'm not getting paid for this. People are just always asking me, hey, Quinn, what kind of, you know, what BCD should I buy? If you had the money, get this one. I really love this one. It's the best, most comfortable one. I hike miles into the woods to find a little pond to dive in, or mountain lake, or something like that. And yeah, with this on my back, with a aluminum 80 cylinder, it wears comfortable like an army rucksack. You have your neoprene around the neckband here, makes it a lot more comfortable. What else can I tell you about? Oh, it has this bellows pocket over here for whatever, little slate, whatever you want to put in there. And that's just on this one side for that bellows pocket. Okay, you have your other dump valve up here. Dump valve, very easily accessible, even when you have a 7mm full Farmer John bodysuit on. I like this feature. And get out of here. Okay, so you know what a pain in the ass is when you don't have a release on your tank holder up there. So I really like that it has that feature. I like any BCD that has that one. They have this grip lock system that has the dummy proof, you know, no matter what kind of tank you have a, you know, say like a steel 120 or a standard aluminum 80 right there, or even go down to like a 63 or smaller, and right there you set it up there, 9 times out of 10 it'll work and it'll line up to that tank size. So I like that too. And it has a little grip here, rubberized, to go on your cylinder. And even I've dove it without wetting my straps. You should always wet your straps, divers, but I've dove in before without wetting them, and this thing still kept the tank in place. So always wet your straps. But other than that, I really, really like this Apeks Black Ice. I don't, Apeks, you should throw me a bone here for doing such a good review. Oh, last thing, these D-rings in back. I'm not a tech rec guy. I find them convenient. I dive year round, and many different suits, so they're the best to just like snug it back in place when you're in the water. That's what I find they work really good for me. But there you go, the Apeks Black Ice buoyancy control device. Yeah, very good one. Out.